don't really get into the whole rivalry or it's Houston or we're setting the bar against whoever. I think we can beat anybody on any given night when we play the way we're supposed to play.
Your issue then, I think it was defensively in the fourth
quarter.
Well,
34, I think 34 or 36 points in the fourth quarter. So obviously that's an alarming stat. You know, when we held it down in the third, we did a pretty good job. I think there was patches there where they weren't scoring easily and weren't getting out and running. And all of a sudden in the fourth, they you know, got to the basket at will and they'll get an easy basket.
You weren't in there for all the fourth quarter. Where do you think this team is then? I mean, has lost some games recently.
Well, Houston, let's not get lost in translation. Houston's a great team. You know, they're building for a championship with the moves they've made. They have two, you know, all-star players. They're potential Hall of Famers one day. Dwight's one of the best bigs in the league. They've got the right tools, so we're still, I think, trying to find how we're built and what our roles are right now. You know, we're still got a lot of inconsistencies for everyone's game, myself included. I think if we understand our roles better and know what we need to do to help the team win, I think it'll help us. But I think inconsistency is probably the thing I put in capitals. Not just inconsistency game to game, but minute to minute.
just what the defensive rotation is?
Both sides, offensive execution and defense. You know, we'll have 3 or 4 good minutes and then all of a sudden 5 bad minutes. Or our whole, you know, we're just very inconsistent at the moment. So that's something we're trying to work on. We know if we can put together a 30-minute defensive game, we're going to win most games. Because, you know, you're going to have lapses throughout a game, but for some reason, you know, Charlotte, Houston, there's 2, 3, 4, 5-minute patches that just absolutely kill us. And I think we need to eradicate that to have any chance to be not just be a playoff team, but actually be a playoff team, meaning that you give yourself a chance to win a series.
That alley-oop with the left hand is about the highest you've gotten up in a while?
For my verticals back, so, you know, I'm catching a bit more lobs. I had some early on in the season and with Andre. Andre's waiting for him to come back because he's the one that throws them usually. But, you know, I feel like I'm moving around pretty well and just doing my job when called upon. You know, the rest of it's, you know, not really in my control.
More frustrating that Houston, the bigs got the better of you guys. But tonight, you guys pretty much controlled the bigs and you got hurt by the little guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, Dwight's a handful. I battled as much as I could and tried to make him just make tough shots and got him in foul trouble, thankfully. But, you know, I think we did a good job in the paint. We did a good job. I think we out-rebounded him by 15 or 20.
24, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, we did points in the paint. I think we beat them. So, you know, it's different things in different games. You can't go now and place the blame on the guards. You know, it's a team game. But, like I said, we need consistency game to game, and I think we'll be okay.
Surprised to come out with you did in the fourth quarter then?
A little bit, but you know that's not my decision. So I take it, you know, take whatever coach wants me to do, and I'll do it.
We've all been asking about Spates. When is the production going to be there? You see what he does tonight. Is that there every night? You think?
I mean, you know, it's Elmo now. We've seen it. We've seen what you can do and what you're capable of, and we expect that every night. You know, our bench was a huge success for us last season, and it needs to be this season. We can't, you know, no team's going to win, you know, 40, 50 games with their starters playing the bulk of the minutes. It's just not reality with injuries and so on. Our bench are going to get opportunities, sometimes by default with injuries. And for the most part early on, they're doing okay, and then we've had a bit of slippage. But I think Mo, he's one of the most talented guys I've been around as far as his skill set and whatnot. He just needs to believe in himself a little more, I think, like he did tonight. And it's great to see when he has a good game.
Houston's on a different level than you guys. You talked about them winning a championship and some of those guys going forward.
No, I said they're building for a championship. You know, they've built with, you know, obviously with snagging Dwight and paying JR the max. They've obviously trying to get pieces around that team. They can little nicks along the way. Sheik's probably out the door. They're probably, you know, trying to build for a championship, obviously, much like we are. I don't think they're that far ahead of us. You know, they're a better team than us at the moment. Evidently, they're 2-0 against us, but I don't think the gap's that wide. But you know, they obviously have a chance to make some noise, and they've been playing, you know, better basketball. The last 2 weeks they've been playing much better.